It's right up here. Open up, man.
You know, it can be a life or death, situation.
Come on, man, open up.
I couldn't rob stores or ordinary people because of my dad. My dad these would all be fake. He would have knocked them out of my mouth, But so I ended up robbing drug dealers. I mean, if you're dealing with people that has addictions, most of the time they'll do anything to fix that addiction, to make it work. They'll end up taking a life, robbing you, or whatever they got to do, And if you have watched a movie, you've seen the first part of the movie showed me robbing drug dealers. And that was true. The first part of the movie was not amped up, A lot of people say, well, what kind of parents did he have, I had the perfect Christian parents. I grew up in the perfect family, okay? But I started doing drugs at 11 years old. From 11 years old, I started smoking cigarettes, started smoking marijuana. 13 years old, experimenting with pills. And then all of a sudden, 14 years old, it's getting deeper. 15 years old, it's not about looking cool anymore. It turned into addiction. And I'm getting up every morning, shoving a needle in my arm, shooting up cocaine and heroin. I was in a bad bar fight, Orlando, Florida, and turned out to be a shootout. I almost got killed that night. And I made up my mind on the way home, I'm done living this life. I went home, I told my wife, I said, we're moving. She was all excited. She was waiting on that break to get out, So we moved 1,000 miles away, relocated ourselves. She started going to church immediately, started serving God. It was actually 2 years later until I started serving Christ. I believe that anyone that had a drug addiction, you're always out to tip that high, to top that high, to do something that's over that last drug that you have ever done. And I ain't found anything to touch, what Jesus Christ has done for me. And it's like the ultimate high. And it's free, and you can wake up every morning with no regrets, so, I don't think there's anything over that. Well, I went to this graveyard in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, to look up one grave there, and when I got there, I found several graves of people that I sent there by introducing them to drugs, so it really ended up having a really strong impact on me. I realized that I hurt a lot of people, messed up a lot of lives. All around the world, there's children that are being persecuted, that are being hurt, that are being turned on to drugs. So many different things are happening to children around the world. So it's not just about rescuing children in Sudan. It's not just about rescuing children in Uganda or Ethiopia. It's about rescuing children around the world. I believe that we all can do that. If we can steer one child away from drugs, we've rescued a life.